Hello students, in this video we are learning about tangent to the circle. In the same exercise we have one more topic, tangent to a circle. We are going to find the tangent. See this diagram, I draw a tangent to the circle. Already you know well about the tangents. Okay. So now we are going to find the equation of this tangent. Okay. So for this no need to learn any new formula. From the equation of circle itself we can write the equation of tangent. Yes, write the equation of circle. It is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. So from this is the equation of circle. Now from this I am going to write equation of tangent. So here we are going to apply a shortcut method. The shortcut is nothing but if your equation is having x square term means change it as xx1. Replace x square as xx1. Similarly y square term we can change it as yy1. Okay, and x term you should replace x value as x plus x1 by 2 and you should replace your y value as 2f into y value, replace it as y plus y1 by 2 and keep the constant term as it is, which is equal to 0. If you are replacing like this, you will get the equation of tangent. Once again I will say x square term, you should replace x square term as xx1, y square term as yy1 and x term as x plus x1 by 2 and your y value becomes y plus y1 by 2. If you replace the equation of circle like this, you will get the equation of tangent. Okay. So, and keep the constant as it is. Okay. So, just you have to learn this one. X square as xx1, y square as yy1, x as x plus x1 by 2, y as y plus y1 by 2. So, like this if you replace, these two get cancelled. So, finally we can write the equation as xx1 plus yy1 plus 2 into x plus x1 and plus f into y plus y1 plus c is equal to 0. Here this x1 y1 denotes the point of contact. This point of contact is x1 comma y1. So x1 comma y1 is the point of contact. If you substitute the point of contact in this equation, it becomes the equation of straight line and that straight line is nothing but our equation of tangent. So this is our 9th question from exercise 5.1. Find the equation of tangent and normal to the circle. X square plus y square minus 6x plus 6y minus 8 is equal to 0 at the point 2 comma 2. So here this point is the point of contact. Okay. So we have to find both tangent and normal. And first we can find what is the equation of tangent. So here I written for equation of circle which is given in the question and then equation of tangent. So we are using the shortcut. X square I replaced as xx1, y square means it is plus yy1 minus 6x. So I written minus 6, x can be replaced by x plus x1 by 2 plus 6y. So plus 6, y can be replaced by y plus y1 by 2. Then after that constant minus 8 as it is equal to 0. Then after writing this equation, substitute the point of contact for x1 y1. So this is x1 y1. Replace x1 y1 using these 2 points. That is using this point x into 2 plus y1 also I substitute 2. So I got this equation. After multiplying it becomes 2x plus 2y minus 3x minus 6 plus 3y plus 6 minus 8 is equal to 0. Okay. So just replace this value and this 6 and 2 and all get cancelled and after multiplying we have minus 6 plus 6 get cancelled. So finally we have the equation of tangent as just we have 2x minus 3x is minus x. 2y plus 3y is plus 5y. And the constant term we have minus 8 is equal to 0. So here they are also asking about the normal. What is normal line? Normal is nothing but the perpendicular line to the tangent line. See, in this circle we have a tangent line. So the perpendicular line to the tangent line is called normal. So the perpendicular line of tangent is normal. So how you will find the normal equation? Just find the perpendicular form. Okay. How you will find the perpendicular form? So I am going to write here equation of normal. Equation of normal is perpendicular form. To find the perpendicular form, just interchange the coefficient. So interchange the coefficient means x coefficient becomes y coefficient, y coefficient becomes x coefficient. So just interchange it. So it becomes 5x and 1y. Without sign you should interchange. After interchanging, just write the opposite sign in the middle. 5x plus y and then plus k is equal to 0. Already you know this, okay? Now this is the normal line and this normal also passing through the same point of contact. So we can write it passes through. It passes through which point? The same point, 2, 2. So now substitute it for x and y. 5 into 2, 10 plus 2 plus k is equal to 0. So 12 plus k is equal to 0. Then our k value is minus 12. Okay. So now substitute this k value in this equation of normal. Then it becomes, equation of normal becomes 5x plus y minus 12 is equal to 0. This is our required equation of normal. Question number 8. If y is equal to 2 root 2x plus c is a tangent to a circle, x square plus y square is equal to 16. Then find the value of c. So here you must know one equation, that is one condition, that is the circle and a straight line is given. We have to check whether that line is a tangent to the circle. See, the straight line equation is y is equal to mx plus c. And the circle equation is the circle with center at origin, that is x square plus y square is equal to a square. Okay. We have to check whether the given line is a tangent line. Then we must check this condition. C square is equal to a square into 1 plus m square. If this line and the circle, from this line we have to choose the value of m and c. And from this circle we have to choose the radius value, that is a square. Using these three values, if it satisfies this condition, we can say that the given line is a tangent line to the circle. Okay. So if a line is given, we have to check whether it is a tangent line, means it must satisfy this condition. Okay. So here they are telling that this line is a tangent line to the circle. So we can use this condition to find the value of c. So from this equation, c and m is from the line y is equal to mx plus c, and a square value is from the circle. A is the radius of the circle. We are writing a square here. Okay. So now see this equation. It is in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. In the place of m, we have 2 root 2. So I written m is equal to 2 root 2. C only we are finding. So C we don't know. And from the equation of circle, it is in the form of x square plus y square is equal to a square. So I written a square is equal to 16. Now I written the condition, that is the condition for the line y is equal to mx plus c to be the tangent to the circle is c square is equal to a square into 1 plus m square. So in this condition, substitute the value of m square and a square, then you can find the value of c square. This equation, a square value I substitute it as 16 and m square value is 2 root 2 square. How you will square this 2 root 2? 2 square is 4 and root 2 square is 2. 4 into 2 is 8. Okay. So just simplify this. 1 plus 8 is 9. So c square is 16 into 9. C is equal to square root of 16 into 9. Square root of 16 is 4 and 9 is square root of 9 is 3. So we are writing plus or minus 4 into 3. So the answer of C value is plus or minus 12. Now question number 10. Determine whether the points lie inside, on or outside the circle. So they are given 3 points and one equation of circle. We must verify whether those points lie inside the circle or outside the circle or on the circle. So to find this, just substitute the given point on this equation. If you are getting greater than 0, we should write it lie outside the circle. Less than 0, that is negative, means you should write it lies inside the circle. Equal to 0, if you are when substitute, if you are getting equal to 0 means you should write the point lies on the circle. Okay, so just I substitute. So we can write here by substituting the first point minus 2 comma 1, we are getting 12, which is greater than 0. So I written here the point lie outside the circle. Positive means outside. Okay, and the second one is 0 comma 0. If you substitute 0 comma 0 here, all these terms become 0. You will have only minus 5, which is negative. So what you should write? The point lie inside the circle. And the third point also we are substituting on this equation. Finally we are getting 34, which is greater than 0. So you should write it is outside the circle. The point lies outside the circle. Okay. Suppose if you are getting equal to 0, what you should write? It is on the circle. Example 5.7. A line 3x plus 4y plus 10 is equal to 0 cuts a chord of length 6 units on a circle with center at 2, 1. Then find the equation of the circle in general form. This is our question. So in this question, they are given the equation of the chord. So here I draw the chord to the circle. That is AB is our chord. And its equation is 3x plus 4y plus 10 is equal to 0. And the center 2, 1. So here I am marking the center C as 2, 1. Okay. And we have the equation of this chord. Equation of the chord is 3x plus 4y plus 10 is equal to 0. So we have the center. If you have the radius, we can find the equation of the circle. Yes, how we are finding the radius to the circle? Using the center. Before finding the solution of this question, you must know a basic result. That is, from the center, if you draw a perpendicular line to the chord, from the center, if you draw a perpendicular line to the chord, it will meet at the midpoint of the chord. See, from the center, if you are drawing a perpendicular line means it will meet at the midpoint of the chord. So here I draw a perpendicular line from C. Okay. So it will meet AB at the midpoint. So I am marking this midpoint as M. Okay. So what is the length of AB? Length of the chord? It is given in the question. The length of the chord is 6 units. Since this is our midpoint, these two parts becomes 3 units. Total 6 units. Here if you have the midpoint means it becomes 3 units each part. Okay. Now see, we got this 3 units as AM and MB. Now we are going to find the length of CM. Length of CM. How you will get the length of CM? We have the point C as 2, 1 and the chord 3x plus 4y plus 10 is equal to 0. How you will find the perpendicular distance from a point to this line? Yes, we know a formula to calculate this. It is ax1 plus by1 plus c divided by root of a square plus b square to calculate the perpendicular distance from the point to the line. Okay, here x1 y1 is the point. Okay, so using this formula we can calculate this distance cm. Okay, so after getting cm, just join this, it will form a right angle triangle. So using the Pythagoras theorem we can calculate the radius AC. AC is our radius. See this diagram, AC is our radius. So if you draw a perpendicular line, we are getting AM as 3. Using this formula we are going to calculate CM. After finding these two values, we can calculate the radius AC using our right angle triangle theorem, that is Pythagoras theorem. Okay. Now here I am finding the perpendicular distance from the point 2, 1 to the line 3x plus 4y plus 10 is equal to 0. So first we have to write the equation here. Ax1 plus by1 plus c is our line. 3x plus 4y plus 10. In the place of x and y, we should substitute the point 2 and 1. Divided by coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square, the whole root. So it is 3 and 4. See, x and y coefficient only we have to square in denominator. So we are getting square root of 3 square plus 4 square. So by calculating these value, we are getting 20 by square root of 25, and it is square root of 25 becomes 5. 20 by 5 is 4. So modulus of 4 is nothing but 4. So now we got this perpendicular distance CM. CM only we got. I already marked it as 4. Okay. Now we can find the radius. So consider the right angle triangle. In right angle triangle, I am writing in right triangle AMC. The theorem we can write. The hypotenuse is AC. So AC square is equal to AM square plus MC square. So what is AM square? See the diagram, it is 3 square. MC square only we got now. It is, we can write here MC. MC square is 4 square. So it is 25. So AC square is 25 means we can write AC is square root of 25, which is 5. So AC is our radius. We got AC as 5. Now using the center 2, 1 and the radius 5, we can find the equation of circle. The center is 2, 1. Center H, K is 2, 1 and the radius R is equal to 5. So using the center and radius, the equation of the circle is x minus h the whole square plus y minus k the whole square is equal to r square. H value 2 and k value 1 we can substitute. Then x minus 2 the whole square plus y minus 1 the whole square is equal to 5 square. So expand it, you will get the general form. It is x square minus 4x plus 4 and y minus 1 the whole square. If you expand, you will get y square minus 2y plus 1 is equal to 25. Arrange the terms. So x square plus y square minus 4x minus 2y, and you have constant term 4 plus 1 5 and minus 25. Take this 25 to the left side. 5 minus 25 will give minus 20 is equal to 0. So this is our required equation of circle. Example 5.10. Find the equation of circle passing through 3 points. 2, minus 1, 1, 1 and 3, 2. So a similar question we already completed in our part 2 video. Now the same question, but the solution part alone little bit different. So I am solving this question here. Example 5.10. Okay. So they are given 3 points on the circle. The points are 1, 1 and 2, minus 1 and 3, 2. So these 3 points passing through the circle. Okay. Using the 3 points, we have to find the equation of the circle. So first we have to consider the general equation, and on this general equation you should substitute the 3 points. So first I am substituting 1, 1 for x and y. So here we are getting 1 square plus 2g into 1 plus 2f into 1 plus c is equal to 0. After that we are simplifying. Take this constant term alone. 1 square plus 1 square is 2. That term alone to the right side, it becomes minus 2. So the equation is 2g plus 2f plus c is equal to minus 2. Make it as equation number 1. Okay. Now substitute the second point, 2 comma minus 1. So I written here the circle also passes through 2 comma minus 1 and substitute it for x and y in the general form. Then we are getting 4g minus 2f plus c is equal to minus 5. Similarly, we are substituting the third point. We are getting the equation as 6g plus 4f plus c is equal to minus 13. So these are our three equations. Here we are going to solve these three equations. So in these three equations you have three variables g, f, c. In all the three equations you have three variables. So how to solve this one? In your first chapter you have many methods to solve the equation like this, three variable equation that you can apply. That is Cramer's rule method, matrix inverse method, rank method, many methods are here. Okay, but here I am telling you the elimination method. This method also you should know. That is, first consider any two equation and eliminate one variable from it. So here I am going to consider first and second equation. From the first and second equation, eliminate c. And again consider the another two equation, that is second and third equation. Again eliminate c from it. So two times you have to eliminate c from the two set of equation. Consider the first two, eliminate c. Again consider the another two, again eliminate c. Then you will get two answers. We can solve that two equation to get the value of g and f. By substituting that g and f value, we can find c. Understood? So I am going to eliminate c from the first two equation and also next two equation. You can eliminate any variable from any two equation. Okay? Yes, we can see how to solve this three equation using elimination method. Now consider the equation 1 and 2. First equation 2g plus 2f plus c is equal to minus 2, and second equation 4g minus 2f plus c is equal to minus 5. Okay, now I am going to eliminate c. See the symbol? It is both are positive. So we have to make it as opposite sign, like elimination method we are doing. So here it is plus sign, I make it as minus sign. The minus 2f becomes plus 2f, plus 4g I make it as minus. Here minus 5, change it as plus. Okay, so now the c get eliminate. The remaining we can write 2g minus 4g is minus 2g. 2f plus 2f is plus 4f is equal to minus 2 plus 5. It is plus 3. So mark this equation as number 4. So from the first two equation I eliminate the variable c. Similarly, you can eliminate the same variable. First set we are eliminating c, means in the next set also we should eliminate the same variable. That is very important. Okay. So I am considering the next two equation. So consider the equation. You can consider 1 and 3 or 2 and 3. Any other two equation. I am here writing equation number 2 and 3. Okay, so write equation number 2. This is equation number 2, and equation number 3. 6g plus 4f plus c is equal to minus 30. Okay, so here also we have same symbol for c. I am changing the symbol for the second equation and I am eliminating c, and 4g minus 6g becomes minus 2g, minus 2f minus 4f is minus 6f is equal to minus 5 plus 13 becomes plus 8. This new equation I mark it as equation number 5. So these are our new equation. Equation number 4 and 5. Now we are going to solve equation 4 and 5 once again. Here I showed the solving of equation number 4 and 5. 4 is minus 2g plus 4f is equal to 3, and equation number 5 is minus 2g minus 6f is equal to 8. So by changing the sign of G, so in second equation we are changing all those symbols. So G get eliminating, we are getting 10f is equal to minus 5. So f is equal to minus 5 by 10, it becomes minus 1 by 2. So after solving these two result equation, we are getting the value of f. Now substitute this f value in any one of these equation, 4 or 5. Okay. So here I am showing the substitution. Substitute f is equal to minus 1 by 2 in equation number 4. It is minus 2g plus 4f. F value is minus 1 by 2 is equal to 3. So these 2 and 4 get cancelled. So we have minus 2g minus 2 is equal to 3. So minus 2g is equal to 3 plus 2. It becomes 5. So g is equal to minus 5 by 2. So we got g value also. Now substitute this value of g and f in the first set of equation, that is equation number 1, 2 or 3. Okay. So consider any one equation. I am substituting in first equation. Substitute f, g in equation 1. Okay. So what is your first equation? It is 2g plus 2f plus c is equal to minus 2. So 2g, g value is minus 5 by 2 plus 2f, it is minus 1 by 2 plus c is equal to minus 2. 2 get eliminated. Here also the 2 is eliminating. The remaining values are minus 5 plus minus 1. So minus 5 plus minus 1 is minus 6. So we have minus 6 plus c is equal to 2 and minus 2. C is equal to minus 2 plus 6. So we get C is equal to 4. So here we got the value of F, G, C using the elimination method. Okay. So now substitute this G, F, C value in your general form of circle. You will get the equation of circle. So here I am substituting the value of G, F, C in the general equation. So it is x square plus y square plus 2gx. G only minus 5 by 2 plus 2fy. F is minus 1 by 2 plus c. C is 4. So once again we can write this one as x square plus y square. These two get cancelled means it becomes minus 5x. And these two get cancelled means it becomes minus y plus 4 is equal to 0. Yes, we got the required equation of the circle. Here we have example 5.13. A road bridge over an irrigation canal have two semicircular vents, each with a span of 20 meter and the supporting pillars of width 2 meter. So already they are given a diagram also. You can refer that diagram now. This diagram we have to write the equation. Write the equation that represent the semicircular vents. So here I dot the diagram here. So first you can see this is your first semicircular vent and this is the second one. Okay. And we have to write the equation of these two vents. So equation means we need the center and radius. So we are going to find the center and radius using these two, span length and the width. Okay. Yes. So here I am marking the span. Span is nothing but the diameter. So diameter, first we can mark the center O1 and the second center at O2 and the span is 20 meter is given. So I mark it as 20 here. So diameter is 20 meter means it is easy to find the radius, each 10 meter. So here both the side I am marking 10 meter and second vent also the same diameter only. So we can mark the second one also 10, 10 each. Okay, the diameter only given, span is nothing but the diameter, it is 20 and we are writing it as 2 radius, 10, 10 each side. Okay, so hereafter we have to find the center. Okay, so how you will find? For that they are given also the width is 2 meter. Here we have the supporting pillar 2 meter. So here also you have the supporting pillar 2 meter and this is. Now see this diagram. From the origin, the center O1 is at a distance of 12 meter. See, already we have the supporting pillar 2 and the radius is 10. So the total distance is 12. So the point at a distance of 12 meter from the origin means the point is 12, 0. Okay, and also in origin 2, the second one, calculate the distance. Here you have 2 and here 10. So calculate the total distance. 2 plus 10, again plus 10, again plus 2, once again plus 10. So calculate this total distance. You are getting 2 plus 10 plus 10 plus 2 plus 10. So it is totally 34. So I am marking the center as 34, 0 because it is on the x-axis. So we can mark one center as 12, 0, the other center as 34, 0. So using these two center and radius is 10 meter for each vents. So using the center and radius, we can write the equation of these two semicircular vents. Equation of first semicircular vent. So the first semicircular vent means the center is 12, 0 and the radius is 10. So the equation x minus h the whole square plus y minus k the whole square is equal to r square becomes h comma k value. I substitute it as 12, 0 and radius r value is 10. So it is 10 square. Now expand this. X square minus 24x plus 144. Y minus 0 the whole square is y square. 10 square is 100. Now take this 100 to the left side and arrange all the terms. We are getting x square plus y square minus 24x plus 144 minus 100. It is nothing but 144 minus 100 is 44 is equal to 0. So this is your final answer. Similarly, you can find the equation of second vent also. So in equation of second vent means the equation of second semicircular vent. Then the center becomes 34, 0. Okay. So we have to change it as x minus 34 square whole square plus y minus 0 the whole square is equal to 10 square. Expand this. X minus 34 the whole square is x square minus 68x plus 34 square is 1156 plus y square is equal to 100. So it is x square minus, after x square we can write y square. X square plus y square minus 68x, 1156 minus 100. Take this 100 to the left side. We are getting 1156 minus 100 is plus 1056 is equal to 0. Okay. So this is your equation of second semicircular vent. So just you have to find the center. Okay. Radius is we can find directly from the diameter. Just to calculate the distance, using that distance you can write the equation, that is you can write the center. Using that center and radius we can find the equation. Okay, students, we can conclude our topic here and you have 3 homeworks on today. So complete these 3 homeworks and send to me. Okay. Thank you students. Thank you for your attention.